Hey, good morning and welcome back to JB Breaks Free in a snowy, cold central New York, but I'm surviving. It's the 20s and I'm out here doing what I got to do. I've made about $36 so far with a couple of orders, and now I just got a triple order from Wegmans. It's $30. It's like 3 miles away, so boom, boom, boom. About 47, 50 items, something like that. I'm going to layer each part of the cart, the bottom, the big, middle, and then the top, C, B, and A. Come along with me and shop this $30 order. I will have made about $66 by 11:30 a.m. So come on in and let's check it out. Okay, so I am now in the store. I'm doing a voice recording at home after this. I'm checking out the 3 orders now. I'm checking out part C. Looks like everything, I know where it's going to be. Checking out part B just to kind of get a lay of the land. My good friend Sam had asked me to do a ride-along video, and I've been planning on doing that for a while, but just haven't been able to accomplish that. But I thought today might be fun to do a shop-along also. This is a $30 order as you look at the items here. You do that 5 days a week, that's $150 a week times 52, that's $7,800 extra a year. So, I hope this inspires somebody to get up and do some shopping. You can make some serious extra cash. So now I'm into the produce section. This is where I usually start. I'm looking for some carrots. You can see some of the Christmas decorations that are around. I'm kind of looking for a nice post-up spot here, somewhere where I can park my cart out of everyone's way, centralized, go get the item, drop it back to the cart, go get the item. This section, the bagged carrots and the bagged lettuce, this was pretty out of stock, unfortunately, so I had to make a couple substitutions. You're going for the garden salads are all along this row, but you can see a lot of empty spaces. That's very rare for Wegmans. Just kind of looking around for some garden salad. I don't think I'm going to find it. So I think I'm going to have to make a replacement, but I'm giving it a good try here, walking up and down the aisle to show you what's up. Lot of empty spaces, which was not cool. I finally come to realize there is no garden salad. It's not going to happen. So, item not there. It says she has requested a replacement. So they can either request a replacement, which I just did. I think with a romaine salad, they can request a refund, or they can request something specific. I would prefer that. If you're going to be an Instacart shopper or a customer, have a backup choice. And if you don't have a backup choice, say refund, or else you're at the discretion of the shopper. So I do know there's some baby spinach over here. I do find that produce takes the longest in Wegmans, which is an especially bigger store. At Aldi's, you don't really even have to weigh anything, and the produce section is a lot smaller. So I did send a message that the spring mix wasn't in. And then any other options, I hate that sentence, really. I send them back romaine salad mix. Any other options. I wish they would pick another option that they wanted, But she was okay with that, and she was actually a fairly nice customer. So I was able to make that replacement. When you do start refunding items, that means your tip is going to go down too, because it's based off the total of the bill. So it is nice to find a replacement or to find the items that are the customer's actually looking for. So I'm just kind of slogging it out here. It's a triple order, and I'm videotaping, trying to keep it all in my head where I'm putting A, B, and C. For this one, C had the least amount of items, so I put it on the bottom level. B I felt like had the most, so I put it in the big middle part. And then up top, I put A, and I can usually keep it pretty well divided. I even bring a little pen with me, and I can write on something in each section so I just know, so I don't lose it in my head. There's some bakery items, which is going to be right next to produce in this Wegmans. Heading over, I know where these 6-pack of bagels are. Always very tempted for all the sweets in this aisle. Boom, got it. And that was for A, so I'm going back to drop that. And then I'm going to go knock off these B items. The organic penne Italian bread. Easy enough. Bring it on home. I am going to leave 2 items. You might probably see it a lot in this video. I'm going to leave the deli item, and I'm going to leave the hot chicken in the meat prepared food department because there's no sense in pulling that out early. And the deli takes a long time, so I don't even want to mess with it. And they're both next to each other, so I'll just scoop that up at the end. Ooh, this peanut butter pie, I've never seen this before. Might be something I have to try at some point. Luckily, I was able to find it, no problem. Customers asking me if I can grab a bell pepper. Yes, I can. All right, I get the pie. I got the pepper for her. Customer was adding a few items. That happens from time to time. Thankfully, they were all produce. Well, most of them were anyways. And that, I would think, bring your total up, so that's good. Kind of get a little hectic, though, with the triple order. So I'm just kind of glancing, looking at the list. Where do I want to go next? I see I still got a bakery item. Aisle 5, I got like a hair color thing, which I don't know much about. Letting this woman know that I got her bell pepper. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Gingerbread loaf, very holiday-ish. I've never had a gingerbread loaf. So I think I'm going down to find it. Yep, right there. Boom. So I think I'm going to go into aisle 5 next, which is the land of the lost. There's the outside of the store. There's the aisles, which basically start at Wegmans, like 9 through frozen, which is probably like 18. But down in here is some funky stuff. There's some home goods. There's medicines and vitamins and a lot of hair color stuff. But this wasn't too hard to find. I'm looking for basically her face in avocado because there's tons of these same ones, but without her face on it, which is weird. So I'm really taking a good look at it, studying that face, and boom, I picked it up. So now I know I'm going over towards the deli, or not the deli, the dairy. I'm not the most efficient trips on this. I could have scooped a few of these items up earlier, but these items were just kind of moved, even though I knew where they were. The Jell-O is right next to them. Got it. Got the green. I didn't notice there was, I got the strawberry one too. Of course, right next to the green and right next to those wraps. Knocking it out. Knocking out the outside of the store. I'm trying to finish this dairy stuff, and then I'm going to go right to aisle 9 and work my way down. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So usually skip 16, which is the pet aisle. And then 17 and 18 is frozen goods. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, that's usually a lot of home goods like paper towels and, cleaning supplies, stuff like that. Okay, I got the heavy cream. I'm going to take 2 steps over and grab these eggs. Always make sure to open up the eggs and look. I did noticed some broken ones the other day. Those all look good. They are going to go to the customer. Once I give them a quick scan, customer A. All right, so now we go to the aisles. Aisle 9 is the cereal, breakfast aisle, coffees. You can usually find these cereals pretty quick. Cocoa Puffs, which I love. I swear it used to be better, though, when I was a kid, Cocoa Puffs. But I am a sucker for cereal, boy. I got to cut out the cereal, The Hershey syrup is right here. All I got to do is really turn around and scan the right one. Nope. Scan the right one. Got it. And I'm chipping away here. 25 items left. Not too bad. Once you get down to the 20s and you're in the aisles, the stuff starts going really quick. 25 items for me, and I know where it is. It's probably about, 10 more minutes, which is kind of crazy at this point. Going down here for these, carnation breakfast drinks. They always look good, but I don't know how good they are for you. Okay, let's go to the soda aisle. All the way up past the Pepsi products to the Coca-Cola products. Couple mini cans here, some Coca-Cola mini cans, and I think it was Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Very easy find. Scoop them right up. Find the barcode. Sometimes I look on every side and I don't find the barcode. Eventually I found it. And of course the customer C. So I would put these on the lowest level of the cart. And now to aisle 11. This is kind of like the snacks and the Little Debbie's and cookies and crackers, stuff like that. I did pick up the wrong item a little bit because I had the camera open early so you guys could shop along with me instead of looking just right at the picture of the item. So I did screw that up a couple times. So just knocking these little things out. Boom, boom. We're going to go to aisle 13, which is tomato sauce. Not too bad. Cupcakes. So, really, $30 to do this. I'm down to 19 items. It's not rocket science here. If you follow this channel, you know everyone is not as lucrative. But, try to make $30 a day. Again, it shouldn't take you that long to make $30 multi-apping with Instacart and Walmart Spark. I would say that would be done in 2 hours. And you make more than that. If you got 2 hours a day, that's almost $8,000 extra a year for debt, for cars, to build wealth, vacations, Christmas. There's a lot of reasons why I do this every single day. You get a little bit better at it. You get a little bit faster at it. I'm in aisle 14 now. And really easy. That's going to be with the canned vegetables, salad dressings, the beef broth. It's pretty chill. You're just walking around. You're getting some cardio in. I know that the cooking wine is right here, right before the salad dressings. Once in a great while, I'll find something that I don't know where it is. And, you learn something new. And that's how it's going to be for a while. I was not the greatest or fastest shopper when I started this. But again, you learn on the job. Salad dressing. Again, this isn't too much crazy stuff. I know where the salad dressing is. Boom. These were items that were added by the customer. But, the dark red and the light red kidney beans. You got the bacon bits right by the salad dressing. Excuse me. It's peaceful. It's more peaceful than a restaurant kitchen. It's where I'm typically at. I do it until right before I get sick of it. I was talking to a guy today who had retired from Wegmans and he had come back to do it a couple days a week because he was getting bored and he was feeling lazy at the house. And, 2 days a week is good for him. I think he said Wednesdays and Sundays. That's just enough with a break in between to not get sick of it. I go, same thing with me with Instacart. You do this 2-3 hours a day, and if it's something that you like, you're never going to get sick of it because you're not doing it full time. You don't have to stress. Sometimes it's a grind, and sometimes it's amazing, and most of the time it's in between. It's just nice. Find a good radio show, find a good podcast to listen to in the car, makes it 20 times better. I actually prefer podcasts because if you're listening to just a straight up radio, you're often going to miss a lot when you have to turn the car off and go into the stores or turn the car off to deliver to people's porches. But if it's a podcast, and podcasts are free, it stops when you want it to stop and it starts when you want it to start again. So you're not missing anything. And I found that quite enjoyable. I like to listen to the Dan Le Batard podcast. It's sports, it's funny, it's pop culture. It doesn't take itself too seriously. But I've also listened to several inspirational podcasts. When I was paying down debt and learning about financial independence, I was listening to tons and tons of that. Starting my break-free journey, there's a lot to be learned and can be learned from podcasts. So you do that, you get into the store, you get your cardio. It can make you hungry, though. I was thinking about eating those frosting things today, the whole thing, just scooping it with my fingers. But all right, so we're wrapping this up. We're getting closer to the end. We're going to aisle 17, which is basically frozen pizza, beer aisle, and frozen breakfast stuff. Pizza's right here. I need Wegman's 2 Sicilians. I know exactly where those are. I mean, I can almost do it blindfolded at this point. Some of the workers ask me where stuff is. It's a meditative process. I'm usually thinking about the item that I'm looking for and a little bit about the next item. Not so much about the future, not so much about the past. Nothing else really seeps into my brain, so it kind of shuts off that monkey mind. It's like a scavenger hunt, maybe little shots of dopamine every time that you find an item. You feel good. You want to see how quickly you can do it. You find items that you've never seen before. So yeah, it's almost like being a waiter. Like there's not enough time to think about other stuff. You got so much else to think about. So a lot of people with like attention deficit disorder or obsessive compulsive thinking or anxiety, stress, when they're waiters, they find some peace in that chaotic eye of the hurricane of dinner service because you're just one thing after another. There's no other time to think, which is basically the meandering point I'm trying to get to. I don't know what these are. Flushable wipes. I wish I knew about these when the girls were younger. We flushed some non-flushable things, that's for sure. We didn't know. No one told us. There was a lot I didn't know when the kids were born, and I've figured out a lot since then. And I know I still have so much to learn. You can't learn it if you think you know it all. Grab these paper plates, nice and easy. I think this is going to be the last order, or the last item before I got to shoot over to the meat section and just get this prepared chicken. And this is me crisscrossing all the way back through the store. That's fine. I was going to bring my cart the whole way, but I think I ditched it up here a little bit right by the aisles, which worked out because when I got back, I was able to just sneak into one of these aisles with my triple order. So now I'm just crisscrossing back through the produce. I'm on a little bit of a mission. Sometimes people see me and they say hi, and I am just trekking across the store. Focused. On a mission. That's me. You see me in Wegmans, I'm going to be on a mission. All right, scoop this one up plain. Give it a little quick scan. And head on over to the deli. Now, I would have got this, but this was special instructions. Usually they have some of this stuff pre-cut, and I'll be happy to grab that and avoid the long wait at the deli line to even get up there, and then they got to cut it. But, yeah, scooped it, and that's it.